So this is the geometry unit first lesson. Now the first thing we're going to look at is perimeter and area. Okay. So just a really quick review, because there is more detail on doing unit conversions in the first unit. These are some metric conversions, some imperial conversions, and then some of the in-between. So as an example, if we're given a number in feet, remember 1 comma means 13 feet, how many meters are there? So if we write out, 13 feet, and we want to get rid of feet, so I guess we could put feet, and what we want is meters. So we have to find the relationship between feet and meters. So if we look in our table here, this one's going from metric to imperial. So we're looking here. Okay, 1 meter equals 3.2808 feet. So for every 1 meter, we have 3.2808 feet. Perfect. So now we can do our calculation. I think that, punch it into the calculator. 3.96 meters. Okay. Similarly, how many centimeters are there in 5 1/4 inches? So we're going from, I think we're going from metric to imperial again. So we have 5 1/4 inches. And we need to get rid of inches, and we want to convert it to centimeters. What we want over what we've got. Okay. So centimeters to inch, 1 centimeter has 0.39337 inches in it. Punch it into the calculator. That is approximately 13.34 centimeters. So that's just a quick recap, and this way you'll have it on your sheet while you work through these problems. So two-dimensional shapes, perimeter and area. Two-dimensional just means flat. Okay, it's not three-dimensional coming out of the page. So perimeter is defined as the distance around a figure. And I'm sure this is a term many of you have heard before. Okay. Perimeter as well as area. Area is the number of squares another room. Number of square, we'll change that. Square units. Number of square units needed to cover a figure. So if you have a flat object, flat, two-dimensional, the number of square units that it takes to cover up that surface is the area of it. So these are all formulas for different shapes. Okay. Let's see if I can fit them. I can't quite fit them all on here. I'm not going to read over all of these, okay? Many of them will be familiar. Area is length times width for a square. Perimeter is adding up all of the side lengths. So there's 2 of these lengths and 2 of these lengths, 2L plus 2W. Or we can factor out the 2, and the formula is P equals 2L plus W. Similarly, triangles adding up all the side lengths. Area half the base times the height. Half the base times the height, or base times height divided by 2, same thing. Parallelogram, very similar to a square. Okay, these 2 and these 2, we could factor out a 2 for this one. Area is base times height. Trapezoid, okay, very similar again to a square, okay, a rectangle. We've got 4 side lengths added together. All 4 side lengths for this one, though, are different, so we have to leave them as separate entities. And area is half of A plus b multiplied by the height. That one's a little bit confusing. Okay, basically what you're doing is you're finding the average between these two, and that forces it into a rectangle to find the area. Little confusing, but it works. Circle, pi r squared for area, and the circumference, that's the word we use for the distance around a circle. Circumference is perimeter. Circumference, and it is 2 times pi times the radius.